It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Clipper basketball tonight as the Los Angeles Clippers go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, they're hoping tonight will be a signature win for them, taking on a tough team on their home court. They'll need 4 quarters of near flawless play to knock them off. Year after year after year after year, he just helps his team find
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against the New York Knicks. And just a 2-point win there. They had to fight tooth and nail for it.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Conley out there with Henderson, and it's Gasol at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Conley with it. Green with a screen for Conley. Gasol, a screen on Paul. Conley gets to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gasol's got the first points up on the board here for the Grizzlies. Paul outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Azania. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And here is Conley. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Gasol a screen. Randolph sets a screen for Henderson. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's Azania. 23 points for him the last game against New York.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game. And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Gasol. Great D that time from Jordan.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul dishes to Reddick. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Oh, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Here's Conley. No good. Great D that time from Griffin. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with Memphis's head coach for a moment. He knows that the challenge for his team in this game will be to slow down Blake Griffin, who he described as instant momentum. With Griffin being such a handful physically, they plan to limit his ability to get any space around the basket and hopefully cut down those powerful drives toward the rim.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That drops.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Jordan. Ball against Conley. Lets it go from the wing. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there. Here's Conley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. He kicks it to Green. Shot clock at 5. Gasol, a screen on Redick. And that one's good by Henderson.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Jordan, the screen. Now here's Paul. He picked up 18 points in their last win against New York.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Got a piece of it. One-on-one here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
You would have thought that things could not have been more dramatic after regulation ended like it did. But the way they won that in overtime, wow.
Yeah, that game came down to the wire twice. So many clutch plays and moments in that one. Boy, that was a treat.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Gobert, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Barnes comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Mills in for Chris Paul. And Memphis making a change here. White's checked in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here is Livingston. 8 points his last outing. He dishes it to Lamb. Lets the 3 fly, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Lamb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Mills. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The pass to Griffin. Takes it off the glass. Griffin's got his first points of the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Feeds to Lamb. Nene setting the pick for Lamb. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Griffin. Griffin draws the double. Beyond the arc. And Patrick Mills gets the 3.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Here's Nene after Los Angeles picked up 3 with their last shot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
1:33 left in the first. Here's Griffin. Mills in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Barnes. Kicks to Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. No one near him. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Down low, here's Wright, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Clippers leading by 5. Mills with it. Pass to Ingram. 55 seconds left to play in the first. Griffin down low, guarded by Nene. Ingram. Shot is no good. And Memphis the other way now. Livingston passes to Lamb. Wright sets a screen for Lamb. And Nene gets it to go on the assist from Lamb. Now it's just a 3-point Clipper lead.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. And that's not going to go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And the Grizzlies. One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. And off is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Jeremy Lamb out there with Conley. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Randolph a screen on Paul. Conley kicks to Green. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
6 to shoot. Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Pass to Azania. Fires the 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Gobert brings the double team. Here's Lamb. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 6 points for Lamb.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And here is Paul. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Green, no luck. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Paul dishes to Jordan. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Back to Jordan. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. Gobert with the block. Dishes it to Reddick. He feeds it to Paul. And they double up Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Gasol a screen. Here's Conley. Here's Randolph. Gobert with the block. Ball left side. Pulls up on the elbow. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Conley against Paul. Conley kicks to Gasol. Back to Conley. The dish now to Lamb. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the pass to Hazania. Kicks it out to Paul. And the wide open shot from Redick. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
And the Clippers making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And Memphis also making a switch. Nene, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. Gasol a screen. Conley kicks to Gasol. That one drops for his 2nd bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Griffin can't get it to go in.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Paul with the steal. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Mills, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Livingston in for Lamb. Inside, Lasagna, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Right, he's checked in for Marc Gasol.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the 2nd quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And it's Conley penetrating. Shot from 12. And it's right missing. Clippers leading by 7. Ingram over by Conley. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his 1st attempt.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Wright dishes to Henderson. Wright sets a screen for Henderson. And Jordan sends it back. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. It's deflected. Here is Livingston, covered by Mills. Wright sets a screen. It's Henderson on the wing. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
There's the feed to Henderson. Nene, the pass to Livingston. Back to Nene. That's good.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Ingram passes to Jordan. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 5.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Mills, over by Conley, and Mills kicks to Griffin. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Feeds to Henderson. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Clippers leading by 7. Ingram. Henderson defending. Here's Ingram. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't.
And that concludes the first half. The Clippers on top, up by 9. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it.
The second half just about to get going here. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's blocked by Jordan. Passes it to Hazonia. Fires from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Outside, Randolph. Outside, Green. Conley kicks to Randolph. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Randolph's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Memphis. Los Angeles leading by 7. Paul outside. Pass to Hazonia. Lets it go with the 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Ball against Conley. He kicks to Henderson. To the middle. Griffin with the steal. Stolen by Randolph. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. The drive by Paul, and Gasol sends it back. Redick for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. From 13, and there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Conley. And that's now 6 points for Marc Gasol.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Jordan. There's Hazonia. He's got 17. Paul right side. Paul is doubled. It's Redick on the wing. Wide open. And Zeb Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Grizzlies. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Here's Paul. He dishes it to Reddick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Reddick's got 11 points.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Gasol dishes to Lamb. Gasol a screen. Shot off the screen. No good from Lamb.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Paul against Randolph. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
We've watched Gasol play great basketball. 9 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Conley kicks to Green. It's 3-pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And it's blocked. Now here's Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the wing, Green. Fade away. Gasol's shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Griffin a screen on Conley. The drive by Paul. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
Randolph in the posts. Griffin on him. Randolph can't hit. Clippers leading by 8. Paul outside. The 3. Again, the miss by Paul.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closely. Over in the corner, Green. Here's the teardrop. Here's Azania, covered by Conley. Azania's shot is off. A different look for the Clippers. Barnes comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Mills in for Chris Paul. Nene, he's checked in for Memphis. Livingston comes in for Michael Conley. Here's Lamb. No good with the triple. The Clippers in the lead. Now Barnes. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks to Mills. Beyond the arc. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
5 to shoot. Jordan the pass to Gobert, and stolen by Wright. 1:27 left to play in the third. Nene has the open look. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told Nene that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
43 seconds left to play here in the third. Barnes with it, looking for his first basket still in this one. It's tipped. And it's Memphis on the break. Livingston is running, and he gets it to go.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Gobert the screen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lets the three fly, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So on the floor for Memphis, Green is the three with Zebo at the four. Conley out there with Henderson, and it's Gasol and at the center. And here is Paul to the wing right side. Here's Azania. Fires the three. Kicks it out to Paul. It's rebounded by Memphis. Randolph's got his 8th rebound here tonight. So nice passing there by Memphis. A nice shot by Gasol.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
The drive by Paul, and the basket good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Paul against Conley. Gasol dishes to Randolph, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And taken away by Paul. Over to the left wing. Pass to Jordan. Here's Azania. He's covered by Randolph. Azania's shot is off.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Paul outside. There's the triple. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Dishes to Reddick. From deep three-point range, the Clippers keep it alive. Moves back up. Azania's shot is off.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Griffin kicks to Paul. That is good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Green, the screen. Conley. Henderson, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A shot by Griffin. Nobody around. Traps in the tray.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Conley against Paul. Gasol a screen. Takes the 13-footer, and that one falls coming off Conley's feed. And that's 15 points for Marc Gasol. Now here's Paul. Griffin a screen on Conley. To the paint. Redick with the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. There's the dish to Randolph. Puts it up from 12. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
There's the bucket. Good. 17 points for Chris Paul.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Conley against Paul. Now the pass to Henderson. Randolph in the posts. Nice D from Griffin.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Azania. No good. And Memphis the other way now. Now Henderson. Outside Gasol. Back to Green. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Paul with the ball. Griffin a screen on Conley. And here is Paul. He feeds it to Jordan. Pass to Griffin. Clock at 6. Stolen by Randolph. Here is Conley. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Henderson.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you make some adjustments.
Lamb is checked in for Gerald Henderson. Clippers leading by 12. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer. And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Ingram. Out to the wing. And here's Barnes for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
To the middle. The drive by Jordan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Now the feed to Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got 15 points here in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Clark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys, and what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Chris Paul. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Lee kicks to Paul. Paul is doubled. Shot on the wing, rejected by Gasol. So the Clippers winning this one easily, even early on.